Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So a couple of days ago I did a video and we were discussing issues around this new June 7th deadline and how Annalisa Torres could rule on this. Now, there was some information suggesting that we could still see a summer settlement, but it could also be that we're in for a fall trial, and I put a little poll here on Twitter, and I just wanted to show you guys the results. It was the second tweet in a tweet thread that I did, a quick little short tweet thread, 2 tweets. 59.1% of you guys think that we are going to see a settlement in the summer, and 40.9% said that, we are likely going to see a trial in the fall. I mean, obviously, we're all hoping for settlement sooner rather than later. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring you guys those results, considering it's June 3rd today, and we are still waiting for June 7th, holding our breaths. Maybe we shouldn't be waiting to see what happens at that June 7th conference. Crypto Law here also just posted this, breaking with regards to senior Republican on Senate Banking Committee. This coming from Mike Crapo. Now, he is a senior congressman, a crypto-friendly individual, and he calls Empower Oversight Committee's Hinman referral especially grave, given the SEC's subsequent lawsuit against Ripple and XRP. So John Deaton tweeting this out. This is a letter from Mike Crapo, a senator in government. He's saying on May 10th, 2022, Empower Oversight, a watchdog nonprofit, requested the SEC's Office of the Inspector General to conduct an investigation regarding a former SEC official, William Hinman. So guys, our cries for help are being heard. Okay, this just goes over some of the details that we already know. But then down here, he says this claim is particularly grave in light of the SEC's ongoing lawsuit against Ripple Labs. On December 22nd, 2020, the SEC announced that it filed an action against Ripple, one of Ethereum's rivals. So he's making note that Ripple and Ethereum are rivals when it comes to certain aspects of business, and that this could have posed a conflict of interest, or at least that's what he's insinuating to me. And 2 of its executives claiming that Ripple raised over $1.3 billion through an unregistered ongoing digital asset security offering. The SEC argues that the success of Ripple's digital currency XRP relies on the promotion and innovation of Ripple, and thus represents an investment in the company of itself. Under the Howey test used by the SEC to determine whether a transaction qualifies as an investment contract, this would qualify XRP as a security instead of a commodity and falls under SEC jurisdiction. But then he finalizes his statement by saying this, guys: I agree that innovations such as cryptocurrencies are inevitable and beneficial, and that the US should lead in their development. As virtual currencies become a larger part of our trading marketplace, it is important that regulations keep pace in order to foster this technology while maintaining just and equitable standards and ensuring full transparency. I will continue to work with my colleagues and administration to develop established practices for the use of cryptocurrencies. And so John Deaton here saying, Mike Crapo is listening to the XRP community. Slowly but surely, we are getting there, guys. We are getting there. I know it feels like an excruciatingly long wait. But anyway, we're here. Crapo's statement comes after over 40,000 messages have flooded Congress over Crypto Law's Connect to Congress app on a gross appearance of improprieties by former SEC official William Hinman. So thank you to Crypto Law, John Deaton's website. Through that app on his website, many of us were able to connect to Congress and bring this issue forward. This is why we're seeing statements like this coming out of Congress. Anyway, wanted to keep moving, guys. Just with regards to the lawsuit, in the video I did yesterday, now I highlighted some interesting finds here by Nerd Nation Unboxed. And if you guys didn't catch yesterday's video, I talked a little bit about the Muskoka Group Blockchain Research Institute, Bob Tapscott. I'll link it up here in the top right hand corner. Well, note what he said here, okay? Ripple is orders of magnitude faster than Bitcoin and Ethereum networks, which we all know. I think that is just empirically true. This document was published by the Blockchain Research Institute, Bob Tapscott. XRP could replace the US dollar as the de facto intermediary currency. So this just highlighting Ripple price movement back in late 2017 and early 2018. What slows down consensus model DLT is the amount of time computers are waiting for in and out. That is the result of latency in the network as they communicate with each other. If we reduce the number of computers involved, then we eliminate the I/O problem. By doing so, it's asserted and credible throughput is orders of magnitude faster than the speed of either Bitcoin and Ethereum. Also, as we know, so this is what the Blockchain Research Institute states here, XRP could replace the US dollar as the de facto intermediary currency. And then Wheezy here, he tags me in this. Now I'm certain that XRP is in those Hinman drafts. more information to suggest it definitely is, and why the SEC wants to keep those hidden from the judge. So another interesting discovery here. Wanted to thank Wheezy here for posting that. And here, guys, check this out. This just goes to show you how mainstream crypto is getting. Now companies and labor departments are fighting tooth and nail to keep them in their retirement accounts. So this coming from Michael at Val5 Links. Labor Department sued over opposing crypto in retirement accounts. So this San Francisco-based 401k provider For Us All is suing the U.S. Labor Department for investigating businesses offering cryptocurrencies within customers' retirement accounts. So they are saying, no, we want the ability to invest in cryptocurrencies for retirement accounts, 401ks, whatever it is. The U.S. Labor Department was investigating, and they're trying to sue them now. The company alleges that the department is infringing on customers' rights to choose how they invest their own money, and that's violating the APA. According to the complaint filed on Thursday, For Us All declares the DOL's attack arbitrary and capricious and beyond the scope of its authority under the Employee Retirement Income Security Act. They also allege that it fails to follow the notice and commitment process required by the Administrative Procedure Act. The APA, which was established in 1946, was designed to prevent over-encroachment by state administrators upon private rights. It provides for judicial review of an agency when its actions are found to exceed its statutory authority. Okay, so this is an interesting twist. You know, maybe 5 years ago, we would have seen the opposite. Maybe we would have seen employers sue their labor union if, their investments were being put into a questionable asset. Well, now we're seeing the opposite, and this is good because mainstream adoption, this just speaks volumes, at least to me, that now these companies are realizing how beneficial cryptocurrency is, how much it can expand the wealth of others through 401ks, these types of investment vehicles to plan for retirement. So, this just speaks to cryptocurrency's legitimacy. Regarding the ERISA, the company argues that it does not deem any asset to be presumptively imprudent, nor does it mandate paternalism regarding participant investments. Here's a quote: "Cryptocurrency is a widely accepted asset class," stated the complaint. "Tens of millions of Americans have included it in their portfolios, as some have of the nation's largest institutional investors, including Harvard University's endowment." So they're even pointing to universities now, like Harvard, the gold standard for intelligence and intelligent people. And if they're investing in cryptocurrency, well, why can't we? So some interesting news there. Wanted to thank Michael for pointing that out. Also wanted to bring you guys this from Eisenreich here on Twitter. This has to do with VeChain. I talked a little bit about VeChain yesterday. I feel like there hasn't really been too much VeChain news as of late, but this is another cryptocurrency that I'm really interested in. They're based in China, and on June 1st, China implemented new national standards for the liquor industry and recommended blockchain technology as a key anti-counterfeiting measure. And so we know with VeChain's deep ties to the liquor industry, they could be strong contenders for those contracts. So again, this is just speculation here that Eisenreich is bringing to us. So this is just the document stating that China is cracking down on alcohol counterfeiting. And yes, VeChain, the VeChain toolchain powers Ubique tag to onboard China's top spirits player and trace millions of liquors. So this was news from back in 2020, formed the Shanghai Wine and Liquor Blockchain Alliance. So we know there is a connection there with VeChain and the liquor industry in China specifically. We also know VeChain, one of those cryptocurrencies and one of the most popular, I think, in China that is helping to combat counterfeiting, being able to track everything on the blockchain from inception to final use. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Anyway, wanted to thank Eisenreich for pointing that out. And did you guys see this? This coming from XR Phone here on Twitter. Paying an invoice with XRP over the phone. Yeah, you can use your cell phone now to pay with XRP. Just watch this demonstration.
Okay, got it. Please say or enter the invoice number followed by pound key. The current outstanding balance for this invoice is $35. Please enter the amount you will be paying followed by the pound sign. For decimal point, please use the star sign.
Cool. Payment submitted successfully. I think there's some integration here with the Sum wallet and Uphold, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, I brought up the XR phone website here, and I believe it's an app that you can download. I'll leave this link in the description of the video if you're interested. Just going to their About section real quickly here. XR phone enables merchants using Invoice accounting platforms like QuickBooks Online to accept XRP as a payment method from their customers over the phone. Boy, the ecosystem is really just expanding with all kinds of use cases, realizing how easy it is to transfer XRP and using it as a payment method. So XR Phone is an interactive voice response system behaving as a virtual concierge, sending payment requests to customer Sum wallets and automatically applying payments to merchants' invoices in real time, maintaining synchronized customer account balances. And if you guys have ever used QuickBooks, I run QuickBooks for my small business. It's a software that allows you to, basically organize your payments, your income, your expenses, all that fun stuff for small businesses. Well, now apparently integrating XRP, utilizing XRP as a payment, considering XRP a currency. And so there's James Rule in the video. Wanted to thank him and XR Phone for bringing us this demonstration. I mean, this is the future, guys. We're going to start seeing this more and more. Whether it's through XRP or another different currency, we're going to start to see these types of applications for payments. Whether it's over the phone, whether it's through text or over the internet or what have you, this is the future and it is becoming more and more apparent. Now, I wanted to show you guys this video, brought to me by Ian Binns here on Twitter, retweeting out Digital Asset Buy's tweet. As you guys can see here, I'm starting this video about 40 seconds in because I wanted to play you guys these Chris Larsen clips before I get to Michael Hsu. Okay, he is the latest guy over there at the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. So let me just play you guys a little bit of this first, then we'll get to Michael Hsu.
But again, until you have the interoperability of money, which we don't have yet for 2 billion people, you can you're tantalized by it, but you can't act on it. That's a huge problem, right? So they know that we need, this key interoperability, this very basic infrastructure layer that links M-Pesa to Bank of America to, to what's going on at the Japanese financial system, and you don't have that, right? That's what's blocking a key thing happening here. And I think they agreed also that you need something like the Interledger protocol. That's what's baked into Mojaloop, as well as many other very specific technologies that would help banks and central banks and governments in the developing world to really kind of leap ahead. So we need something in addition to a very efficient distributed ledger, and we think XRP ledger is the most efficient out there. But also you need derivatives of this blockchain technology and specifically interoperability protocols. So we believe in something very strongly called ILP, Interledger Protocol. And so very differently from digital assets, that's a way of wiring together all of the world's ledgers, all of the world's currencies, so that just like the internet, value can now move like data does. So we call that an Internet of Value. And Internet of Value needs both of those things. It needs interoperability protocol, which is not a ledger, doesn't hold state, doesn't have a currency, super low level, something that every country, every company can get behind, which means it has to be very feature light. And then something that is very efficient in terms of how the digital asset works.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. There's about another minute on this clip, but I think Chris Larsen really kind of nails that point home, and it's nothing you guys don't already know. The Interledger Protocol, obviously, was created by Ripple in order to essentially move what? All the money. As Chris Larsen mentions here, it's got to be light, it's got to be interoperable, it's got to be something that all these companies can get behind in order to agree on, and it's got to be efficient, fast, affordable, all those things. And so, the XRPL was created to perform these tasks specifically. Now, these are older clips. I believe some of these were from 2018 or 2019. I just want to bring you guys this, okay? This is, again, Michael Hsu. Hsu, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think it's Hsu. He's the acting U.S. Comptroller of the Currency, and he's commenting on the aftermath of the UST Luna collapse. This was from just last week, okay? So this is a fairly new interview. Now, when you take into context what Chris Larsen, just said in those videos from years ago now, listen to what Michael Hsu has to say.
So I think there's a lot of focus right now on what's the scope of stablecoins and how stable do they need to be. I fully support all those discussions. I think another angle that needs to be discussed is interoperability. Shouldn't all US dollar stablecoins be fungible with each other? Wouldn't that be a better system? Because right now, crypto is getting more and more fragmented. each blockchain is like its own railway gauge, and there's more and more of them every day. That's not a very stable system. So I think that system is trying to find an equilibrium where more interoperable, the better, but it's got to be stable. And so I think that there's going to be a search for that, and we want to be part of that conversation.
So the US comptroller of the currency realizes there is a need for interoperability, understands that, there are all these different stablecoins, and they should be interoperable, or rather they should be fungible with each other. And so there's got to be a solution. There's got to be a standard to maintain that interoperability, something that allows for all the new cryptocurrency blockchains to communicate with one another. And Michael Siu even says more and more projects are coming out, and it's getting more and more difficult. It's actually becoming more and more fragmented because more and more projects are creating their own blockchains. Now, how do we have interoperability? Well, rewind back to Chris Larson, talking about this system DLT, moving all the money. This is going to be the standard, guys. We just have to be patient. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.